First time out scouting, and I was pulling up here to Supai Tank, and right about there was a full curl ram looking right at me, and by the time I picked my binoculars up and tried to catch him in the view, he dumped over the side. But he looked like he was a smaller full curl. Good mash, just real tight. So here I am, day 2 of scouting over in Driftwood Canyon. I just spotted another group of sheep. Appears to be one possible shooter ram in there, a few young ones, and a couple of ewes. I haven't got a total count on them yet, but they're just hanging out on that shelf. There you can see at the top of the screen is the possible shooter ram, and down below would be the younger ones. There he is. Pretty nice looking ram. The more I look at him, the more I like it. I'm just going to sit here and kind of just keep an eye on him today and see what he does. I'll pan out here in a minute and show you the shelf that he's sitting on. It'd be a very difficult task to get over to where he's at, but maybe if we can keep an eye on him for a day or two, he'll present himself in a shootable spot. There's a nice look right there. You see how wide he is, not real tight. I have to try to think of a name to nickname this guy here. Scope. Way over yonder on that shelf over there is exactly where we are looking at. So there you can see its white butt. That's what we were looking at through the spotting scope. Zoom out. Still kind of see its little white butt there. Now you can see the challenge I'm dealt with. That is not in a shootable spot, even if today was opening day. I mean, look at that. 280. That's about 300 yards. So here we are, Friday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Got Brian with me. Sam was gracious enough to come out. They helped me locate that shooter ram that I found on Tuesday. You can see the canyon. He's up over in that direction there. Anyway, then I'm gonna zoom out, give an appreciation of really how difficult these are to hunt in here. Okay, we decided to name this guy Shooter. There he is laying in his bed. A little less than 500 yards away, shot-wise. However, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit of pucker factor about retrieving him right there. So here I am. I got my eye on Shooter. I'm about 200 yards away. And he's in there. I can't really see on this camera, but he's somewhere in the whereabouts in there. And anyway, just waiting for him to wake up so I can get a clean broadside shot on him. Okay, well, all the hard work and patience paid off. Here we are Saturday, October 4th. Tag's been filled. Shooter is down. As a matter of fact, you can see one of his buddies down there still climbing around, wondering what the heck just happened. And Dean found my ram about somewhere where I'm sitting. I'm waiting for him to find him through the glass and tell me where he dropped. But you can see right there, I was laying on that rock there, and that's where I got my shot. And range find at 200 yards. But that was Shooter. We got some video of him. We got some pictures of him. Oh, what a story. This was truly the hunt of a lifetime. I mean, you can't describe it any other way. Okay, I just found him. There he is, Shooter. Otherwise, as Sam nicknamed him Shooter McGavin, but he was a shooter indeed. Oh man, there he is. I got him. He is a dandy. Oh, look at this. Holy cow. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. That is a ram of a lifetime right there, no doubt about it. A little bit broomed off right here. And we noticed that before we shot him that he'd been broomed off. And missing some hair up there, so he's been butting heads with some other rams. But just a real pretty ram. Nice white nose. Gorgeous length and mass. He's a beautiful ram. Couldn't be happier. So up there we got Brian Haebig, Murray Andres, and Dean Dunaway. All have been very gracious enough to help me today. So for that I couldn't be more thankful. This is phenomenal. So my mistake, I should have recorded those guys. Anyway, they had to hike all the way across there. And then down a wash over. Dean's the most experienced sheep hunter out of all of us, been on several of them.
Awesome. Yeah. It's the best one you've ever taken too.
The best one best one I ever will.
There you go.
Murray and Brian are making their way. Here they come.
Let's see what we got going here.
There's Murray. Brian's coming up right behind him. The rest of the cavalry.
Not that this matters, I'm going to measure it anyway. Just because. About 14 3/4, probably about 15. Great, great ram. Wow. Guess what we have?
A 160 ram?
I believe so. I didn't measure it all, I'm just measuring bases right now, but
15's pretty damn big.
yeah, I don't know if it'll go a legitimate 15, but it's
Where'd you hit
darn
him?
good. 14 3/4.
Hit him, shot him through the neck.
Now, see this nose on here?
Yeah.
He's been fighting.
Most of them have a big black knot
Yeah.
on there. They're, anyway.
Yep, they're about as out of breath as I was.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
shake
help.
your hand, but I've got business to take
He is
care
a
of.
hell of a lot smaller.
He's growling at me.
Oh, he's been growling for a while.
33.
And there's Brian. Drove just
Right.
as long as me to get here.
Yeah, he's got the mass, carries it out.
Putting
Everything about it's awesome.
putting his legs to the test.
He just looked like he just did that lately.
Yeah.
Cool. Great ram.
Okay, so here we are at Game and Fish with Tom. He's going to be the one who's checking me out, make sure everything's legit, kind of get some statistics and data of old Shooter here. That's what we nicknamed him. Tom was Shooter.
Oh, Shooter? Well, that's good you found one there. It can be tough.